Capricorn, sun signs, rising signs, and moons. This is your June Horoscope from me, Kim, at Expressions of the Universe. June's going to be a crazy month. Actually, the next 4 or 5 months are going to still be crazy for the Capricorn sun signs, rising signs, and moons. We have a full moon in Sagittarius at 15 degrees on June 5th, which will be an expansion of your heart, opening up of the heart. There's a lunar eclipse there. So I feel as though there's like this heaviness of the heart, possibly. And so many planets are retrograde in Capricorn right now, or moving back in that direction, such as Saturn. So we're re-reviewing like the last 6 months of our lives. We're re-reviewing the choices that we have made. We're re-reviewing the events of the world and how that's affected you. Now, that will be hitting you in your third and fourth house. So it's, for some of you, it's communications, it's your neighbors. For some of you, it's all about the home and the hearth, the family, the mother, the father. Changes coming out about that. Now, there is a new moon in Cancer at 0 degrees that is opposing your sun in Capricorn. There's a solar eclipse there. There are changes, transformations, upheavals. This is hitting you in your 8th, 9th house for some of you. 8th house being endings, transformation, changes, new beginnings, real estate, inheritances. I'm wondering if for some of you, and I don't like to predict death, but I feel some Capricorn suns, risings, moons, could be having some issues with their mother, father, the parental. There's some effect there. Also, with the 9th house, this is about you expanding your mind, expanding your heart from the full moon. We're also going to be hit with Mercury retrograde on June 18th in Cancer. So this is emotional, it's watery. Shouldn't affect you too much, only that it does oppose your sun. So you may want to shut off your communications. There may be so much emotion built up that you kind of just cut yourself off. That's kind of what I'm seeing for the Capricorns. And this is also a re-review of your relationships, your thoughts, the words that you speak. Trying to change things up so that they come off in a different way, in a better way. Now, I've pre-shuffled the cards for time saving's sake. Let's get into it. 12th house, Libra, balance, or person. The sun keeps coming up for everybody, despite that I'm shuffling this. So that's about yourself. Something about yourself, that your self-image has to change. And Sagittarius, so that's full moon energy. So 12th house, what are we looking at? We're looking at karma. We're looking at past life wounds. We're also looking at, there's a possibility with this full moon hitting you in your third, fourth house, hearing about a neighbor being sent to hospital, family member, mother, father being sent to hospital. So I wouldn't be surprised if that comes up for some Capricorns. The Libra energy. So this could be an ally, an underlier, somebody that comes in to help, whether it's you balancing out or relying on your partnerships and relationships, or somebody with Libra energy coming in to assist you at this time. The Sun card is coming up saying that you have put a lot of work into yourself, but there's still a part of you that needs to change and transform. The sun is shining on you. It has been. There's been a big focus on you, and that is starting to move away. We have Sagittarius coming in, so this could be a person or the energy as well. As far as this could be um, the I don't know why I'm at a loss for words right now, but if it's a person, you know, it's somebody who is fun and adventurous that will help you to see the lighter side of all the situations. Also, too, if it's the energy, you need to see the lighter side. Expand your horizons, get out a little bit more and play a little bit more. This is also about your belief systems, the things that you have faith in, the things that you have confidence and enthusiasm in. You're going to have to focus on that in order to temper and balance any of the heavier energies this month. Um, let's see what we have on top. All right, so we have Pluto transformation, and that's coming on top of that 12th house card. So I'm really feeling like for some of you Capricorn sun signs, rising signs, moons, this could be passings that you hear of, you know, of loved ones, family members, also neighbors. This is also the transformation of yourself and to deal with the demons that you brought from a past life and try and transform them. The solar and lunar eclipse is in the month of June. That energy is going to carry for about 6 months. It is a great time to transform and change anything that you're not really liking about yourself. I'm also hearing things that you don't like about the outer world. That's a mirror to yourself, and you'll want to try and change them around. Yeah, big changes are coming because here we have the Scorpio I Transform card again. So it's just coming up in a different format. Bringing your life and bringing things into balance and also relying on partnerships. You can't go at this alone. That is what I'm hearing, and it will be so important for your partnerships, your friends, your family, like, or your partners too, whether it be business or love relationship, to help you with the transformation. There'll be a pivotal role in somebody very close to you helps you to see so that you can turn that around and transform it. Interesting. So on top of the Sun card, and here we have 8th house, endings and beginnings. That's also this Pluto, this Scorpio, the transformative. There's something about yourself that the light is going to be shown on, whether it's like your heart intentions, where your heart lies, how you see yourself, and the self-image that you're putting out into the world. Something about that needs to change and transform. You're seeing yourself one way, people are seeing you in another way. And you have to pay attention to those people that are around you, because they're going to give you the clues that you need to see within yourself. Now, on top of the Sagittarius card, it's Mercury, the mind, and so it is all about your thoughts and your perceptions and the way that you're seeing and thinking about things. And this Sagittarius card is talking about the expansion of your mind so that you can see and perceive things in a different light. I want to go back to this card again with the endings. There could be passings, there could be endings, upheavals, chaos, and they will bring new beginnings. And with it being 8th house, I wouldn't be surprised if some Capricorns they're going to inherit something. They're going to gain something from somebody that passes. And I don't like to talk about that, like really get into that. But that's the feeling I'm having for some Capricorn suns, risings, moons. And whatever it is, I feel as though it could be that something that you get. It may not be tangible, but it could be like a burden that you're left with, like having to clean up and deal with some crap that you didn't ask for, okay? Now, for the Capricorn suns, risings, moons, I'm using some different decks, some of my old, but I'm pulling out the Karma deck, which I very rarely use, but I love. So think about, what is your biggest question that you have for this month coming up, all right? You're going to apply the energy of the first house, and it's about yourself. So that's going to go back to this Sun card. So think about your question that you have. You're going to apply your question to who you are, what your desires are, and what your actions are. So that those topics is where your answer lies. It lies in who you are, what your desires and your motivations are, and what your actions are. Remember, actions speak louder than words. Your angel card for the month, it's commitment. And let me get that up in there for you. So what are you committed to? What are you willing to commit to? Angel wisdom reminds you that when you aim for a vision without doubt or deviation, it must succeed. So whatever you put your mind to, it will work out. Your affirmation says, I am committed to my vision. And it's also asking you to persevere towards your vision and let every thought, word, and action become directed towards your desired outcome. Your crystal card for the month is, love it. It is black tourmaline, and it's purification. That is transformation, and you had so much of that energy, so things are really changing. I'm also feeling that there's a sense of a need for protection when black tourmaline comes up, that you want to use this to keep your thoughts on the highest vibration, the highest level. And if there are difficulties, use that so that you keep away the negative energy. Also, this card saying purification, it's time for a mind, body, and spirit detox, Capricorns. Your animal totem for the month. Now, this is interesting. And I love this for the Capricorns because you're so serious a lot of the time. But it is sandpiper. Animal totem. It reminds me of the beach because there are tons of little baby sandpipers all running along the beach. If you are lucky enough to live near a beach, get there. But this is asking you to be playful, be joyful, stop being so serious. Not everything has to be serious. This is not a time for any of us to be so serious. We have to find the humor in everything that's going on in our lives, even if it's absolutely horrible. So get out there and play like a little sandpiper. Okay, so now this is interesting because this matches all three of these cards. Your card is power. Well, let me put that up there first for you. It's the power card. It's the number 8 card. That's the 8th house. This is about strength. And all of these cards, this Pluto card, this Scorpio card, this 8th house card. So here you've got 4 cards confirming definite 8th house transactions or events happening, changes, endings, transformation, definitely real estate involved, inheritances, passings. But this is also transformation of the self when we throw that sun card in. So this is asking you to remain strong through this month. It could be a very difficult month, but you will be okay. And I think this is interesting. The dual face, man and beast. This is also the two parts of yourself, and being able to persevere and have that strength. All right, so we have the Hierophant coming up. And I love this. This is wisdom. This is knowledge. This is higher learning of the self. This is taking time to tap into divine guidance and learn more about yourself and opening up your horizons. This is tapping into a more spiritual side instead of like that earthy, material side of you. So I think that that is a wonderful indication. I feel that this, by the new moon, with the solar eclipse, you will be forced into like this higher spiritual realm. And your final card, love it, love it, love it, because this will go with the part of the full moon. I'm going to get up in here. It's communication. And so you have to keep the doors of communication open this entire month, because the full moon does have a small aspect, a small highlight on Capricorn sun signs, rising signs, and moons about communication. And then when Mercury goes retrograde on June 18th, like I said at the beginning of this video, you may be so stubborn that you just cut off the communication. And this is saying you need to keep the doors of communication open. And also I'm hearing that I'm reminded once again, part of being a great communicator doesn't involve talking. It involves listening. We were given, I heard this this week. We were given 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can hear better. We can listen more than we actually speak. And when you're listening, you have to actually listen to what the person is saying, even if it's harsh, because it will reveal the things that you need to transform about yourself. So if you like this video, please share it with your friends. Comment me, give me some thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe so that you get my latest videos when they come out. Check out my other videos here on the side. Also, check me out on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, and expressionsoftheuniverse.com. Until next month, little goats, have a good June.